I mean, this city is me, and I think I was probably the most excited person when I knew we would get the All-Star game again. I remember it was here a few years ago, and you talk about this city and you want people to experience the people, the friendliness, the food, the music, a little bit of dancing and fun, but then it's also so great for the economy. You know, there's a resilient bunch of people here. And it's nice for me because now so many people are texting me and calling me and saying, where should I go and eat? Where should I go listen to music? So they are working really hard, but they're also enjoying the city, and that makes me happy. I like that. You know, I told someone I was in Europe for 6 years, and it was so nice being in different places, Spain and France, and then coming home and realizing that you have so much of that here, you know, the French Creole connection. And I think Charles Barkley was someone that talked about how special this place is. He talked about how good the NBA is for the city, and how good this city is for the NBA. He talked about the resiliency of the people. I'm loving it because, you know, when something's good, you want to share it with people because it makes you warm inside. I think it helped me navigate difficult situations. You know, so many people write books and they speak about, you know, leadership and community and you know, taking care of others before yourself. And like when you grow up in that environment, that's all you know. So I think when you sit back and look at it, maybe you are a step ahead in terms of that's just how we are here. You know, we help our neighbors. You know, I think Nike had an event over there and they talked about, you know, I am because we are, you know, and I think that's life. Yeah, the 3.5 hour drive on the interstate. You know, this was true. I can remember when I first came into the league and we were in conferences, I thought to myself, I need to build a team to get past Indiana. And that's a compliment because Kelly Krauskopf had done such a great job. They won a championship, great coaches, great players. And so the irony is I'm 3.5 hours down the road on one of the most storied programs. So it's been a unique, fun, but exciting transition because they have experienced so much success, although it's life after Tamika Catchings. And yeah, I think those players obviously understand what that means, but they welcome having the opportunity to showcase what Tamika's taught them. Yeah, you know, I'm glad you said the word fired. Some people will say, oh, you left Chicago. And I said, no, I was fired. And I think part of coaching, you're going to do the best you can with what you have in front of you. And at the end of the day, when you can lay your head on your pillow because, you know, a franchise had experienced some success, some players had developed, you know, every team has injuries. And we suffered one from one of the best players in the league. And to watch those players shake that off and then still excel, I felt good about that. No, you don't want to get fired. I think what helped was that Kelly Krauskopf from Indiana called relatively quick. And that's just the nature of our business, so I'm excited for the next opportunity. I think you're always surprised. I don't know if that's the proper word. I mean, I want to do it justice. You're disappointed, but by the same token, I think it's the yin and yang of like you're disappointed because you don't ultimately control that, but then you balance it off with, you know, you finish third, lose to the eventual champs. Maybe that helped a little bit, and I get it. You know, it's the nature of our sport. High risk, high reward. Some things don't make sense, so you just make a move and go try to make some magic somewhere else. Well, no. Here's the thing. I said this in my press conference. My ego is in check that I don't have to try to fix what's not broken. They're a good team. There's a core group of players there that do some really good things. I think there's some elements of play on both sides of the basketball that I could add to enhance that. I mean, they've had great coaches and players before me, and I'm going to continue in that and just try to enhance it to the abilities of the players that we have. I think what has been good is that this is a team in Indiana that dominated us in Chicago for a couple of years. And then we got a little bit better, so they took notice. So I think there's some respect for some of the players that developed and maybe had a little bit of success against Indiana, so that'll help. And I think it's just what happens in coaching. You have to go in and you have to put your imprint on something. But these players are, they're some of the best in the world, and they want to get better. And when they can sense and sniff that you can do that, they're all in. I think the culture in Indiana has been established. It's interesting when you talk about free agency and I'm on the phone with people. I haven't coached one game in Indiana, and when the free agent says, well, I know Indiana's always going to battle and they're going to be in the trenches, I'm like, thank you, Jesus, and I say that because that's about who came before me. That's about the players that are there. So you want to enhance that, and that's what excites me, because those players are like, we're ready to go to war. We understand who's missing, but she left us with a lot. She's a legend, and we're going to be all right. We're going to fight for you, so that excites me. Yeah, it seems like probably the most movement in my 6 years. Major moves. There's been retirements. There's been so much, and I think that's great. I think it's the next phase. You'll have some players retiring, some players moving teams. I think it keeps the interest alive. I think I think it'll be fun. Some people will tune in. And we would tell people all the time, if you come to a basketball game in the WNBA, you're going to enjoy the environment, you're going to enjoy the play. So maybe some new people tune in because of that. And then we'll wrap our arms around them and they'll love it. The people are amazing. They will love on you through their food, through their voice, through the music, and you're going to have a good time.
Well, it's been a pleasure interviewing you. Thank you so much.